Thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. God morning and good morning. Welcome to another episode of Talking Cancer, My Journey, My Way. Um, it's a real deal. Stage 4 cancer, they say, but I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. We are going to defeat it. I have the will, I have the power. Dear God, just continue to give me the strength, the wisdom, the knowledge to fight this fight. Always putting you first. Show me the way. Show me what I need to do. Keeping you in the forefront is key. I know. So please help me do that. God, show me what needs to be done the way you want me to do it for this miracle to happen within my body. I know you are the way. I know you are the life. Continue working on me. Continue to work on my mentality. Continue to work on my will. Continue to work on my fitness. Continue just to give me the strength to get through the day. And always put you first. I say this prayer in your son's name, Jesus. Amen. Well, welcome. Today is one of those days. You know, I had the great opportunity of going to a seminar the other day, a course, a lightweight course, probably like a couple hours course up in LA, up in Fountain Valley. And I tell you, I mean, it was amazing. I ended up meeting a man by the name of Lou Corona. Lou Corona is definitely a phenomenon, to say the least. A miracle right in front of your eyes. His story is sent from God himself, literally. And I trip out because as I'm doing my podcast and my mind is transforming throughout this time, and my confidence is growing, and I'm putting good things out into the world. Things are manifesting for me. And I remember having this conversation a few episodes back where it seemed like the world around me started gravitating towards me. All the good things that I need to do, like God was talking to me and putting things in my way and in my life. So I say that to say, you know, part of that journey that happened and continues to happen to this day led me to Lou. You know, after one of my doctor visits, I ended up going to a restaurant with my wife and didn't expect to be at a plant-based restaurant. I was willing to just eat whatever. I was willing to eat carne asada, ribs. It didn't matter what it was. This particular day, I was ready to eat. And we found this place called The Village. And on the sign, it doesn't say anything about plant-based anything. So we looked and looked thoroughly, and it said like Mexican and Japanese something, food or something like that. I was like, oh, you know what? Let's just go there. My wife likes, Japanese. She loves sushi and all that stuff. I love me some Mexican food. Boom. It's a win-win, right? So I'm going there and I'm ready to throw down. So we park and we walk up. And on the window it says plant-based. Well, you know what? Tell my wife, babe, this is plant-based. We look at each other like, what? And then we say, you know what? We're already parked. Let's just go eat. We're hungry. So we go and eat. And we meet this fabulous woman named Alondra, the owner of the Village. Fantastic place. Fantastic recipes. Absolutely amazing lady. And we continue to, to just talk and shoot the shit and, whatever. And all of a sudden, we start talking about my cancer. And, what brought us in today and all that stuff like that. And, conversation just goes on. Anyways, long story short, she starts bringing up Lou and how he gave her the tools for a better life. Now I can't say that he cured her or anything like that, but he led her to a life that helped and assisted with her healing. She was sick as well. And anyway, so I was intrigued. My wife was intrigued, and we were intrigued, and so we went to this class. And again, he doesn't claim to heal you. He's not a healer. He's not anything. He's just a person that's well versed on nutrition and plant-based eating and things like that. And he believes if you put your body in a position to work at its optimal level, that you give your body a better chance to fight off any diseases that you may have. Okay, so he doesn't claim to be a healer or anything like that, but he does believe in eating, in the things that you eat. And so me and the wife, we went to this course, and I was absolutely blown away by this 72-year-old man. This 72-year-old man looked like he was 40. And he could do things that people in their 20s can't even do. A lot of people that are in the gym can't do. And he's not built. He's about 160 pounds. Not a lot of muscle, not just a regular guy. 72 years old, doing planks and stuff. I'm talking about where his legs are levitated off the ground, holding position for minutes at a time, straight as a board, hanging from rope that's hanging from the ceiling and doing 360s, lifting himself up and doing 360s in the air. It's a 72-year-old man that has been eating plant-based for over 50 years. This man is he's definitely a God-fearing man. And he has a true belief that the way he changed his eating and his thought process and him relinquishing all his power to God helped him get his life back. He no longer has the tumor in his head. He's no longer sick. He's no longer anything. He gets around better than me. This guy's amazing. And so Lou, he left me with something that um really um impacted me. And one of the things he left me with was a phrase. And he said, what did he say? Um, he said, food is life, but is there life in your food? Powerful statement. Now, if you think about it and break that down, um, that's what hit me, because he lives a plant-based diet, but he lives a raw plant-based diet. And the concept of this diet is that any food, even if you're plant-based, any food brought to a temperature of 180 degrees or higher, any food that's cooked is dead. You kill it. And that made sense to me, right? All the protein, all the enzymes, all the antibiotics, or what is it called? Antioxidants. Everything you put on the fire dies. Tastes good, but dies. So when you eat that, you're not putting life into your body. There's no life in your food. See, our bodies are composed of energy. And I knew this before I met him. So, mind you, I've been doing a lot of research and things like that on the body and the mind and food, and so the things that he was saying just resonated because I was already reading it and starting to implement this way of living. So when he said food is life, but is life in your food, that really hit me hard. I was like, wow, what a statement. As he described what food was and how food is energy, enzymes are energy, enzyme is light. We need these things to energize our body, to fuel our body, to fuel our cells, so our cells are communicating properly. So our cells are getting the proper nutrition, the proper exercise, if you will, to get your body working at an optimal level so it can fight the things that are in your body that are diseasing you. So Lou did some experiments to show you what life in food and life not in food does. So he went and took some oatmeal. And for years, people always say oatmeal is life. It's good for you. Things like that. Heart healthy, all this stuff, right? Well, when you cook it, everything through his philosophy, and I tend to believe it because I feel it and I'm living it. and everything that I've read and researched has supports his theory. So he took the porridge; it was already cooked, and put 2 jars together. Okay, and he tipped them upside down. They were already cooked and cold and everything like that. So he tipped them upside down, and you can pretty much guess what happened. The oatmeal stayed inside the jar, stuck to the jar, right? And then he had this light, a light bulb, with the probe on the end of it. So like say if you were to that probe would be like if you were to stick it in the socket, the light would turn on, right? Um, so he took that and stuck it in both of them, and the light did not come on. Okay, that was a metaphor for saying that the food was dead because it was cooked and it was dead. And then he took some some herbs and stuff like that he takes and whatnot to help feed and fuel the body. Um, and he took one of the jars and he mixed it in the oatmeal. And these are things that we have killed. These are like enzymes and herbs and things like that we kill off because our body is fighting so hard. So he replaced it. He put that stuff inside the oatmeal and mixed it up. Probably mixed it up for a few minutes, and the oatmeal became watery again. He didn't add water, nothing, just the supplements. He mixed it all up, became watery, flipped the cup over, and it all came out and dipped into another cup. Same oatmeal that was stuck, that was cooked and stuck. Right before my eyes, I'm watching this guy. Me and my wife were chilling. So now this stuff is all liquidy, like oatmeal, like when you first cooked it. And he puts the probe inside the new oatmeal. And Lord and behold, what happened? The light came on, showing you that whatever it is that he put in there, the food with life in it, revived, put life back into the oatmeal. He fed it life, and it came back to life. And that was just amazing. We not sure if a lot of people think about it in that term, in that aspect or whatever, but I could definitely tell you that it made an impact on me. Not just because of his delivery, and the way he did things, whatever, but and the testimony, and not only that, but the testimonies that were there from the restaurant. Excuse me, from from the restaurant owner and where he held his course, who had survived cancer 3 times. She had brain tumors. Um, she had surgery twice, and the third time she refused to do it. Now she didn't follow his class and nothing. She didn't even know nothing about him at that time. But she followed the way of plant-based eating, and she willed herself through God and through His guidance. And she hasn't had an issue for over 28 years. Now, Lou, on the other hand, he's had a clean bill of health since his scare for over 50 years. and has been eating plant-based for just as long. The story is amazing. And like I said, it wasn't really about him per se, even though he was great. But what the seminar did do for me, the course did do for me, was to let me know that I was on the right path. As I said in the beginning, I've asked God to show me the way, and I ask Him this every day, to continue to work on me, to continue to bring people in my life that show me. And then I also told you that the universe has been revolving and gravitating towards me. All the things that I need have been gravitating towards me. Maybe because I'm speaking this and manifesting this, but I'm manifesting this because God has given me the strength to speak it into existence, to repeat it over and over and over again with my mantras that I do. So I say all that because He led me to a path to Lou, another person that is putting God first and allowing God to do the work and show him the way for the miracle in his life. God continues to talk to me. God continues to show me people to prove that He is the truth, the way, and the life. So I want to thank you for taking a moment to listen to this episode. It does mean a lot to me, especially today. I let my conversations just shoot from the hip. I don't have a script in how or what I am going to say. Everything is from the heart. And everything I say, I mean it. And everything I say, I mean I done or I'm going to do. God has given me the power at the end of the day. Because a doctor don't give me any hope. There's nowhere else to turn. My back is against the wall. And my love for God is growing and growing and growing. That's my time for today. I want to thank everybody across the world for listening. If you choose or want to talk to me, please feel free to submit an email to me. That's cancermyjourneymyway@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. I would love to talk to you. And just, kind of go from there. Build a relationship, a rapport with your way, no matter what your way is. If God talked to you and told you to get chemo, hey, so be it. I have no problem listening to that. Everybody's way is not the same. But I want you to know that no matter what, your cure is through God's will. So I want to thank you, everyone, for listening. I appreciate your time. That's me, and I'm out. Peace, love, one.